I've just dyed my hair, if anyone's noticed. I've still got these little white bits coming in, but I'm going to grow it out like a melon streak, whatever you call it. I'm going to try. Got a girls' weekend coming up, so I had to sort myself out a bit. Yeah, I've just noticed some people who, you might be on here, but not knowing what the numerology thing is, what's adding up to what a lot of us have noticed, and I've passed this on to some other people as well. But I'll come to that in a minute, because we know what I've been talking about, and I saw Mile High podcast was talking about it as well, because we watch each other's videos, as well as, I think is it Cordalite, oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway, everything I've been saying about JFK, anyone say hi? I can see if chat's working. Talking about JFK Jr. and the Vincent Fosca thing is, I did say yesterday, don't worry if we find out the Fosca guy isn't real. At the end of the day, what he was pointing at is that whole video about the Trump the Trumpmobile, which I've already explained in past videos. Also, he might not be JFK Jr. in that video, or he might be in that video. We know about he used to want to be an actor, or he was into acting. He also dated Dal Hannah. That's the right way of saying it. He used to be in Splash, who was an actress. And someone messaged me and said he was into like Cordicon, yeah. He was into like makeup. I don't mean he wore makeup. He was interested in the acting side of it, because how makeup, prosthetics and all that can, you can make someone look different and stuff like that. Disguising yourself. So it could have been him. But even if it wasn't, like I said yesterday, the 2017 rally where he was there with, all the stuff that I said with his wife, Caroline, and everything in the background, maybe he was dressing a little bit like that to sort of maybe confuse the media. I don't know. At the end of the day, there are differences though, because we said about the nose thing going on. Yeah, it could be two different people. Yeah, two different people, the same clown. Two different people, but he's still getting the message out there. But the one in the 2017 video in the Trump rally in Youngstown is definitely who I think is JFK Jr. and his wife, and people are speculating that his daughter was there. He's had a daughter who'd be about 18 or whatever, and there's a little boy there as well that could be as well. Loads of things going on there. It's exciting. But I said yesterday he wore a fedora hat. The fedora hat was, I can't read comments at the minute, was in the 2017 rally, and also in some pictures, and in the little report that was on it, about on the 18th Avenue and all that I've said in my other videos, he mentioned his fedora hat and blue suits, because the old American clown called Emmett wore a fedora hat and a suit. So, and the story behind that was, you need to check out my video from yesterday, is that when JFK Jr. was a little boy with his sister Caroline, he met Emmett the clown, and Emmett the clown rubbed his greasy red nose on Caroline. She got a bit excited and a bit scared, and he said, I did a report on what the clown said. It was a report. He said, I didn't know what to do, because there's all these security people around, and she got a bit worried. So he bent down and did the same to his mother, Jackie. So that's a bit of a connection to JFK Jr. again, about how do you say it? The fedora hat, the suit, the clown, because he does look a bit like the clown, Emmett the clown. If you actually look what he's wearing with his suit and the fedora hat, connection, guys. And also the guy who was in the video with the Trump van from Pennsylvania, he had a baseball cap on, he had totally different shaped glasses on, and a t-shirt where who was saying was JFK Jr. had the glasses on in the video, not necessarily in the picture where he's leant against a wall, if people have seen it, with what looked like similar or the same as JFK's glasses, like tortoise shell glasses, them sort of glasses. That's in my video from yesterday. If you want to check that out, you'll know what I'm talking about. But also, let me see what I've written down, because it's just a quick one, because I won't be coming on soon for a couple of days, because I've got a weekend with the girls, and, you know, I'm going to have a bit of a break because I'm tired and I need it. Let me see. But yeah, I'll just say again, the big clue, no matter what, was the Trumpmobile. And the thing is, you can tell the guy from the Trumpmobile looks different from the guy in the 2017 rally. Even the hair's different. It's long, but it's different. But the guy who was same as JF Kennedy Jr. in the 2017 rally, he is holding up the sign for the Trumpmobile. So it makes you want to go and look for the Trumpmobile, like what's all that about. And then when you look, it's got all the signs on it. And if you don't know what they are, you need to go and watch my other videos, and I tell you all about the signs on the van and things that add up. But what I did come on to say was, if you don't know what numerology is, it is someone can write something and you can use that piece of, like for instance, Q has used from the beginning, where we go one, we go all. Hi from Florida, hi from, I'll have to shout out after where you're all from and I'll read them out. Q has always said from the beginning, where we go one, we go all. Now, if you, I know this is back to front because I'm sat on the other side of the camera, but if you, this is really scruffy, if you write down the alphabet and then put your numbers across each letter, like A is 1, B is 2, all the way down, this is how you work it out. So if you write, I know some of you know this, but for people who don't get it, if you write, sometimes it's the whole word, sometimes it's half a word, sometimes if a word has the initials, you know, in capitals, you can just use the initials. So we found out that Vincent Vuska, you know, like a massive coincidence, his name actually means conquering dark, and Q has always said dark to light. But also, if you take, let's see, I have done stuff on this, so you can watch the other videos. I'm not going to go through it all, but if you take where we go one, not where we go one, we go, just that section, and you work out the numbers. So we've got W as 23, we've got 23, we've got G, which is 7, and then 1 is A. I can't remember if it, let's see if this works out, I can't remember now. So you need to get it down to one number. So, so the 23 will be 2 add 3, not 23. So it's 2 add 3. So that's 5. And then the next one's 2 add 3. So that's 5. And then it's 17, people. G is 7. So 10 add 7 is 17. And then you add the 1 because the A becomes the 1. And what is it, guys? It is, can anyone say out there what have we added up to? We've got 10, add 7, add 1. Come on. I know some of you know, but for those of you who don't, come on. Come on, we're in a maths lesson now. I'm really rubbish at maths, but come on. Oh, yeah. 18 is R. Who is R supposed to be? And don't forget, Q has been saying where we go one, we go all, but we're using just the where we go one. Sometimes you have to split it up. R is meant to be JFK Jr., right? Also, we have used, let me see if I've got this right. You know, when you're just writing things down, when you're in bed and everything else. I have said this before, but when you, let me see. Don't know where I've written this one. We have been, we have heard in the Q post, about, so let me get this right first before I say something wrong. Just let me check it out. Right, using numerology. So let me just talk among yourselves a minute. Let me make sure I've got this right. Right, R18. And we've got E. And we've got, so hang on a minute. Right, I've got another one for you here. So get ready. Just let me do the other one because it's a little bit longer. Hi. So we've got, because sometimes I get it wrong and say it on here wrong, and I'll get mixed up because I've done so many. So let me do this one quick. Talk among yourselves. Where is it? Let's see what that is. And right, last one, and right, so we've got right, just make sure I've got this right. Right, hang on. 7, 8. Hang on, missed something there. Right, I've done something wrong. Hang on, where have I missed that out? That was... Right, hang on a minute. You'll get this in a minute. I'm just half asleep still. Right, let me start again. Sorry, guys. P. I might be writing this down wrong. Can I see the alphabet? Oh, I see what I've done wrong. I think I missed the letter out. Yeah, I think I did. Hang on. You'll have heard this one anyway, I think. So let's see. Right, so let me work it out again. Make sure I've definitely got it right, even though I know it's right. 1, 6, 7. Right, hang on. 1. Yes, I got it right. Right. Yes. Right. Q has said before, he has mentioned red sparrow. Now, red, using numerology. Can anyone work out what red is? Guess what red is? We've got red is... we've got an 18, we've got a 5, and we've got 4. So add them together, and what does it make? Remember, if you come up with a 10, you knock the O off. We don't use an O in numerology. You can do this different ways, but we don't use the O. So, nope. We've got, I'll say it again, R is 18, E is 5, and D is 4. Nope, people. You have to get it down to one number, sorry. So if you've got 18, like I said, 18's R, you add the 1 and the 8. So it's 9. Thank you. It adds up to 18 again. What's 18? Hiya, Dad. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, R is... See, my dad does it another way, and you probably are. There is another way of doing numerology where 9 does add up to R, but I'm not doing it that way. There's 2 ways. I'm doing it on this formula. I know there's another one, but it still adds up to R. So sorry those who put 9 in, yes it does, but it still adds up to R, and we know who R is. Hi from Australia, we know who R is. Sparrow people, can you work Sparrow out? I think we've got 19, 16, 1, 18, 18, 15 and 23. But like I said, the 19 will be 9 add 1, which is 10. You knock the O off, we don't use the naught. That's how you break it down to one number. Can anyone work out or guess what it might be? So we've got red is R, which is JFK Jr. And Sparrow is 38. Now, does anybody know the age at what JFK Jr. supposedly died at? $38. So red is saying it's R, thank you, and Sparrow is saying 38. Was he supposedly died at? Now, this is where people are saying, oh, JFK Jr., you know, there's not much things adding up, there's no proof. Well, guess what, guys? Back in the past, in the Q post, a lot of things are adding up to JFK Jr. Ages, yeah, there's different ways of doing it. Ages, you know, initials, they are initial, the age. Also, 58 comes up as well on different things, which is the age he would be now in November, on November the 11th, he would be 58. A lot of numbers that are coming up are, if I can remember, 17, as we know, as Q. We've got 18, as we know, as R, and they're together. Hi, and we've got, what did we say? We've got 38, as that was his age when he supposedly died, and we've got 58, the age that he will be this year in November. And I think there was another number, I can't remember, letter. But there's loads of things, and there's loads of things you can do in trick codes as well. But boom as well, if I can remember off the top of my head, because I've not worked it out. Boom, can any guys work out that now? Q has always said about boom, so does anyone know what that one is? B is 2. O is, hi from Kentucky, O is 15. So that'll be 6. And M is 13. I know there's a quicker way of doing it. Have I got that right? Yep. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, boom is, I did say this the other day, I'm half asleep. Yeah, boom. Caroline has a chart for the numbers. Yeah, I just write it down, Scruffy. Anyone can do it. You can do it in a different way. There's an easier way, but I just like it like that. I don't know why. Yeah, boom is 18. So if you can see what I'm trying to say, Q has always said boom. Q has always said where we go 1. Certain things Q has said, when you add it up, it's coming to 18, which 18 is R and R is JFK Jr. Hi, thank you, Carol. But yeah, that's how you use numerology. So you've got to look out because things add up. There's loads of other ones. I can't even remember now. The best number is E, the natural. See, somebody who I don't know if that person who's just commented is actually onto Q, because if you don't read the Q jobs, you're not really researching. Because our post, yeah, Waiting in the Wings, check lyrics, Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings. Yeah, my dad told me that. I've not checked it out yet. Go and check Waiting in the Wings, check lyrics. Check the lyrics. It's in songs. We know they put stuff out there in films and songs. Because I just said a lot of the Q posts are adding up to R. Not listening. If you're not following Q, it's got a lot of symbolistic sort of things about JFK Jr. and it's had a lot of it's had JFK's prayer, the president's prayer that they do to POTUS I think near every time he goes out, they do. Yeah, Michael Jackson, woohoo! I was listening to him the other day. I love Michael Jackson. They do the prayer. I've had it somewhere. I've talked in a post. The biggest thing they had in there, I will read it out again because I do love it. I do love it. I do love this one. I'm going to read it for you. I'm going to read it for you. It was in a Q drop. And I've always said, who is saying this? If you haven't heard this, listen. Who is talking to you? Because you won't believe who's talking to you. People are not doing the numerology. Oh, Tom Hanks is going down. You better get running, Forrest Gump, and life is like a box of chocolates and all that, because I've seen your tweets on Twitter. Oof, children's shoes. Yep, Tom Hanks is going down next. I tell you who else is going down as well. Whoopi Goldberg. Oof. We know all about them lot. I've just said today, I've made a picture of, I don't think I took it on my phone, of the new Hollywood sign is going to be MAGA. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be MAGA. So I'm going to read this so I can't look at chat. This was in a Q drop. This is the biggest thing. There's a lot of things that have been said about JFK and JFK Jr. Oh yeah, Meryl Streep. Well, most of them. But, whoopee, down she goes. But, who was friends with JFK Jr.? Who was really good friends with JFK Jr. So, just think upon that. I'm not going to look at chat because I'm going to read this. Yep, Q post. Something big is going to drop. By the way, people, we know there's lots of things dropping that are big. Hollywood, Obama's going to be caught in, I can't say it, let me see if I get it right. It's Guantanamo Bay. Oh yeah, you're going down in Kenya. You think you're safe, but you're not. We know there's loads of things, and that's what I'd like to say before I oh, Corey Feldman. I don't know about Corey Feldman. He was brought up on the Chan boards, because you got to remember, some actors, actors act. I'm not saying that's true, but Michael Jackson was definitely good. I just want to say, I've said this before, and some of us that I watch and watch me have said this. Q was here to help us question everything and research. Q was here to help us get all the bad stuff out, like the stuff we know about the kids and Obama and Hillary and all that sort of stuff that other channels are doing a really great job on. But I believe that R is bringing all the stuff out to do with media and how they lie and how they cover things up, like JFK and JFK Jr. He's bringing out that mainstream media lie. That's what I see. That's why he's trying to mess around and joke around with them. Hence the Vincent Fusker thing and the van and being at the rally last year in the background with him and his wife Caroline and maybe the kids. Yeah, Sandy Hook and all that. No one died in Sandy Hook. All that stuff. He's bringing out. So you've got Q doing all the, the stuff that we see in the news but they're not reporting on. And then you've got someone called JFK Jr. He's bringing all the mainstream media stuff out. He wants to blow mainstream media out of the water. Once they're blown out of the water, we all know the truth because he won't be able to report on it. That's what I see. It's two people working together. We know Q is not just one person. So that's how I see it. So let me read this out again and let's see who is talking to you. Listen, who is talking to you. There's no spelling mistakes in it if it sounds like it is. It's just the way it was written. So let me listen. Thank you. Are you ready? Right. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs. Then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know where the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan, people. Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There is no more room in this plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn away, if you turn one away, you have hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. Ah, not Q. Ah, that was the one that was signed. Ah, who is ah? Who was talking to you? Who was saying that? Who was it? Who lost everything in 1909? JFK Jr., that family, the Kennedys, lost everything. Every time I read it, I get shivers because I resonate with it. You know when something's right because you resonate with it, it gives you tingles. Exactly. Q did not debunk JFK Jr. So if we were on the wrong track, we know he does this. If we were on the wrong track with JFK Jr., because it is flying around on Twitter, because I go on it and it is flying around on YouTube and other platforms because I'm not the only one doing it. Q would have dropped something and said, you know, stop following, blah, blah, blah. He would have put something out. He has not yet said that R isn't real. So, hello, people. Who was friends with JFK Jr.? Who was when I was reading that, who was talking to you? You've got told in a Q post before, you'll never believe who's talking to you here, or however it went on the lines of that. Well, if you can't work that out, you're not listening, are you? So, yeah, and like I said, I do believe, thank you, Shamazin. I do believe, like I said, Q was here with all the other stuff. Now, Dad, if you're still here, we went on Twitter this morning, and I don't know if some of you have seen this, you're not going to like it, people, so I advise you to, if you're a bit, get upset easily, I mean, I do, we're talking about Tom Hanks, go over to Sarah Ruth, I think it is Sarah Ruth, or who is it, Dad? Sarah Ruth, see if my dad pops in. Somebody's Twitter account. Thank you, Sarah Ruth Ashcroft. You want to go and read the stuff she's putting on about how she was pimped out by her dad, you know, in Hollywood, to guess who was paying for her? Tom Hanks. And all the other stuff that's going on. Because we know this is going on because it's all coming out. Hollywood are going mad. They're all coming out of it. They know what's going on. This is why you have to be prepared, because a lot of you are going to be upset about what you're going to find out and who's involved, because a lot of Hollywood involved. Not everyone, or some have got involved, like I've said, because they've been blackmailed and stuff. Yeah, well, fair enough if you knew, but, you know, some people are going to be like, oh, I really liked him, I loved his films, but think about it. They are actors. They are very good at acting. The one I've always loved was Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson's a good one, and we know he is because they tried to assassinate his character. They tried to say he was a drunk and this, that, and the other because he tried to get truth out. They either bunk them off over there or they assassinate the character. Clint Eastwood is a good one as well. So, you know, there's a lot of good ones out there. Some have got brought into it. Mel Gibson was a great guy, and apparently his father was a hard nut as well, and he helped, I can't remember the story, he helped give some guns to, was it some of the natives somewhere, because they knew someone was gonna, I can't remember the story, but yeah, Ashcroft, you want to go and check that out. It's not nice things, how she got pimped out as a child, this, that and the other, what she saw. I'd be prepared if you want to go and read what she saw, but boom. Hollywood's got bonkers. Hollywood, Holly Hell, whatever you want to call it. That actual sign needs pulling down, guys. It needs MAGA put over it. It needs born in the USA put there or something. It just needs pulling down. There's a lot of, I think in America there's a lot of new signs and things that you need. Hang on, somebody's coming at the door. It's a salesman. I'm not answering it. He can knock on all he wants. I don't, can't be doing with salesmen at the door. No. So yeah, you need a new sign, people. And I think when things hit, there'll be a lot of changes in America. All America and bringing back the farmers. That's what you need. That's what we need over here. Because don't forget, guys, it's not just America. People might think, oh, why are you on the bandwagon with it all? Like, you're from the UK. Because it's global. That little octopus that sits on the top of the world with his little tentacles in everywhere, deep state, is everywhere. And don't forget, we have the monarchy. We know what's going on there. So it's called the Great Awakening, because the world is awakening. The red waves comes from America. The red wave is building. It's just about to flow over America. You know, the big drops coming. Once it hits there, it flows over to the UK and the EU and everywhere else, and the whole world knows. Even though, believe it or not, if you're not following Q, what you saying, Dad? If you're not following Q, there's lots of people globally that know about Q, and they're on it with everything. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Tears of joy if JFK Jr. is alive. If for some reason, you know, it was just put in the Q drops and we're all putting it out there just to point at something, I think the thing that it'll be pointing at is the fact that MSM lie, and also just everything coming out about his father's death and his death, if it isn't to be true. But what we're all looking at the minute is there's just too many like things that add up. And thanks for saying that, Dad, because Michael Jackson was my favourite singer of all time. I could cry. I actually hope to God he faked his death, but I don't know. Michael Jackson, loved him. What the song that hits it all is Heal the World. You know, in his, just makes me get chills. You know, in his songs he sang good stuff, loving stuff, and people loved him. So to me, that consciousness of happiness, and some people might call it God consciousness, or like love, or whatever you want to call it. He had a lot of that. When people went to his concerts and they'd go mad, but projecting love. Not all this rap stuff, this rap crap, as I call it. Not talking about all rappers, but all tweeting this horrible stuff out about women, this, that, and the other. Because Jay-Z, you'll be going down soon with Beyonce. Let's see them run soon. So, yes, MJ was the king of pop. Or maybe, I shouldn't say was, I should say still is. No one can ever go, no one can touch him, no one can ever go near that. He is the best. Exactly, there's just a lot of things going on, and you know, I guess we're going to have to wait and see, but at the minute, there's too many things adding up. With the numerology thing, if you want to go and have a play with the numerology thing and see what you can find, but I do believe something big is going to drop on Friday. It's coming. You know, the Obama thing's going to drop, but you've got to remember, it's not just Obama and Hillary and all that. There's this thing's massive. It's not just to do with that side of it. It's not just to do with the child trafficking and all of that. It's to do with other stuff as well. It is massive. So like I said, we've got Q that brought us to research and think for ourselves. Stop being sheeple watching MSM on your TV. He brought us to, you know, start thinking for ourselves, researching and question everything. Then I believe R is the one, whoever it is, that is bringing to light about the MSM. That's why I believe he's playing the game. He's playing them at their own game, you know, with tricking them, showing you that MSM lie. That if that comes out, it's a massive boom. They will be blown straight out of the water, especially CNN. So, and like I said, big, because sometimes if words are emphasised like big adds up to 18 as well. Just saying. So, you know. But yeah, peace, love and light. So where is everyone from? Because I've got to go in a bit. Like I said, I might be going quiet for a couple of days because I've got a girly weekend coming and I need a break from all of this, because it is quite draining, believe it or not, if you don't do your own YouTube channel. And I've got to clean the house because I've left it, because I've been coming on here and talking to you guys. It seems more important than cleaning at the minute. St. Louis, yes. Duckingfield, woo, Texas, Australia, Oklahoma. I'm not good at reading, so Pennsylvania, USA, hey, could be there. Manchester, I'm from Manchester as well, whoop whoop. Melbourne, Australia. Lexington, Kentucky. North Yorkshire, Norway, Texas. Woo, you're from everywhere. Scotland. Where's that? Is that Surrogates? I can't say it. Vermont, St. Louis, South Carolina, in South Florida, Canada, Cali, CT, USA. Woohoo! Is that Wise Constant? I can't say it, sorry. Austin, Texas, Oh, I'm really sorry, I'm really bad at reading. Is that Bali? Sheffield, California. You're from all over. It's brilliant. And that's what I mean. We've connected. That's what they wanted. When this internet blew up, they were able to do different things. Manchester, yeah, of course you can tell by my accent. They could do different things and spy on people, but it's turned the best for us because we're connecting all over the world, trying to help each other to get the truth out. Because like I said in my last videos, all we want is truth. I could get upset now. All we want is truth because I'm not bothered about what we've been lied to. I've seen a lot of the lies and some of it is awful. But there is good things coming. I'm going to get upset because good wins over evil, and it will. I don't even know why I'm getting upset, but it's because I've got children. It's because I've got children, and we want the world to be a better place. Michael Jackson, for our children, our children's and our children's children. I am an empath and I do feel a lot. I get upset because when you know about what's been happening to children, it's not nice. But we're winning, guys. We can feel it. It's that energy. You know, thank you. We're winning. I'm not crying sad tears. I'm crying like happy tears. My eyes are going to start itching now. I've already got a sty in my eye from too much research. So, yep, I'm a Pisces. Us Pisces do get a bit, we are emotional. So, yeah, I'm all right. I'm just happy tears, happy tears. There's lots of other stuff I've been finding out. I might be able to get on tonight. We'll see, because I think after tonight, maybe tomorrow, my mother's coming down. She's a bit like, yeah, bonkers. So I don't think I'll be able to get on. And then I've got a couple of days with the girlies. So I've got a girly nice weekend. And I bet everything drops while I'm having a girly nice weekend. So I'm going away for a girly nice weekend. So I'm hoping I'm going to take the phone with me. And thank you. And, keep on tabs with what's going on. So you might not hear from me, but you will hear from me when I get back on Sunday, maybe with a, oh my God, did you hear what's been dropped? Blah, blah, blah. They're all going mad. Oh, this said this and that said that. And do remember, if anything does get dropped big on Friday, whose dog was called Friday? Before I go. Don't leave. Whose dog was called Friday? Anybody know? In one of the Q posts, it said, every dog will have its day, which they will, but whose dog was called Friday? Yeah, crying Pisces here. I'm always crying at everything. Thank you. JFK Jr.'s dog was called Friday. I haven't added Friday up. Maybe that comes to 18. I don't know. Not everything adds up to 18, but yes, JFK Jr.'s dog was called Friday. And what does Q always say about coincidences? And it's also been stated in the Q post. It will become, soon it's something on the lines of, soon it will become mathematically impossible. What mathematically impossible? To not see that things are adding up to R, and R is believed to be JFK Jr. Yes, when I come off live, because I'll be going soon, I will link my Twitter up and that, so, yeah, sorry about getting upset. I don't know why I was getting upset. I think it's because I was talking about, well, obviously we know why I'm getting upset. Friday. No, my God, my dad just said Friday adds up to 38. Is that a coincidence again? Friday was the name of JFK Jr.'s dog, who supposedly died in a plane crash at 38. See what I mean? Sometimes we don't look at it. He's asking us to use numerology. It will be mathematically impossible. Friday equals 18. JFK Jr. supposedly died at the age of 38 in the plane crash. Yes. So get writing your number boards out for numerology. There's two ways of doing it, but they all add up the same way. They all add up to the same numbers. It doesn't really matter. And, do it yourself and see what you can find. Like we said, we've got boom is 18. We've got where we go one, just that little bit is 18. We've got red sparrow, which is 18, and the sparrow is 38, did we say? Joe Mass Pose, The Plan to Save the World, the film that we all believe. Who's narrating it? Listen to his voice. Listen to his words. Yeah, big equals 18. Joe Mass Pose, when the first one came out, that guy's name, Joe Mass Pose, equals, I think it was 38. It wasn't 58, was it? I think it's 38. It's one of them, meaning JFK Jr. anyway. There's things in that film that add up. Yeah, not 38, my mistake. What's not 38? Oh, is it not? Oh, well, whatever. But Joe Mass Pose adds up to it. In the beginning of that film, like I said, there is, your age, there is a crime. There's lots in that film. You have to keep watching it because you hear things and see things. There is a crime scene at the beginning where they put the little numbers out. Those numbers add up to 18, which is, if you listen to the guy narrating it, he sounds like JFK Jr. to me, but a little bit different, but they might have, and also if you listen to JFK Jr. in some speeches he gave, it sounds like the way he would talk. People are saying, thank you, people are saying that the narrator, the person who's put that film out, is JFK Jr. It's disappeared, but it's under, I think it's The Storm Is Upon Us, which that is on Twitter, and the name across it says Joe Mass Pose or something, which was the one who put that film out, who we believe to be JFK Jr. So yes, numerology is everything. And the reason why I say this for you, those of you who have forgotten, they use numbers. The elites use numbers, so we can't work things out. When they write things down, we wouldn't see it normally. But now we know. Once you see, you can't unsee. So we know how they use things now. They use symbology and all that. We've been told of Q. Symbolism will be their downfall. We're seeing it everywhere now like never before because we are awake. We are not just using two eyes, we're using our third eye as well, which I believe when people go on about that, it is, I said this before, you're looking around the matrix with your eyes, but once your third eye's open, things that you didn't see before, you start seeing. I think Gran Torino's done a video on this number. Someone said, he's done a video on numbers. I know he'd start talking about it last night, I think, on Soapbox, because I sent him some things saying, look at this, it adds up to this, look at this, it adds up to that. And then he's awake with it now. And then you can go out in your community and you will start seeing things that you're like, oh my God, symbols that is put in front of us in plain sight. That's how they do it, but we wouldn't know because we didn't know before. If you don't know the truth, how can it set you free if you don't know the truth? Truth will set us free. This is what it's all about. It's about the great awakening. Make America great again, and then it was make the world great again because it's connected everywhere. It is great awakening. It's time, as I said, for heaven on earth because it hasn't been for a very, very long time. But also, the girl whose Twitter account I said about, who was it? Sarah Ruth, someone put the name in again, I can't remember her name. She actually goes on about these names from the past who were controlling everyone else, and you also got to the German Nazi things in with it as well, who they were controlling. That all goes back to JF Kennedy and this, that and the other, and a lot of other things. It's all out there. Yeah, Ashcroft, sorry. Sarah Ruth Ashcroft on Twitter. She's got short blonde hair. There's lots of things in her posts that you're not going to like, but there's things about way back and different names, and I don't know if it's like biblical and all that, but all this as well. Go to Reddit, The Great Awakening. Yeah, there's so much you can go on. Neon Revolt does a great read. Some of them are really long. You're not going to like what you read, people, if you've only just come bored with it. But, you can read some of it and then get the idea what's going on. And I watched the Mile High podcast with Angel. He does a great job, and he's seen me and I've seen him and his other friend as well. And he was saying, you can get all that, get it in. We know what's happening. Right, think now, let's look forward to the great stuff that's coming. There's happy times coming, sad things have happened, but there's happy times coming for the future, and that's what is important. That's what I mean. Watch the water. Now, everyone used to think, oh, it's submarines, it was this, that, and the other. So don't forget, some of the things in the Q post do have different meanings, double meanings, or triple meanings. But when I think now what I know about JFK Jr., I think, watch the water. Well, his plane went in the water, so watch the water, you know. Is someone going to reappear? Someone going to be resurrected? Yes, I believe that the dollar bill predictions over there, I know what's on it. Yeah, I heard about the flight instruction thing, but I guess, you know, we'll all have to wait and see what happened. It's just interesting. Like I said yesterday, fun to get researching, because like I said, Q told us to research. We've not, a lot of us haven't researched in the past when we didn't know all this. We've just sat there and believed everything mainstream media have said. Not everybody, but I'm just saying there's a lot of sheeple. These sheeple are still sheeple. There's still sheeple out there that we're trying to wake up. That's why they said when it all comes out, they will be coming to us who know. You out there who know will have to try to explain it all and what's been really going on. So that's what we're here for. That's what we got told we were here for. And maybe that's why I came on YouTube. I never know why I came on YouTube ages ago. I just wanted to make a channel because I like to talk. And then I started doing all this, and maybe that was my calling, because my actual name in Hebrew means gift from God. I laugh about this all the time, but that's what it means. And my actual, one of my names, Numerology, is 8, which apparently means infinity, and it's a really lucky number, so I don't know. And my initials are JF, and if I adopted the name Kennedy as my surname, I would be JF Kennedy. So, you know, that's just me having a laugh with it. That's just me having a joke. You know, we've got to have a bit of a laugh in these times. So, yeah, good things are happening. We are waiting for the big drop. I'm hoping I see it when I'm away, because I can't take my tablet with me. I'll be on my phone. So I may see you tonight. So look out, guys. If not, I will be back most likely on Sunday, guys, with maybe a lot to talk about. We'll just see, you know, and stuff. So, yes. Yeah, there's just lots going on. Keep your eyes open, you know, do numerology on stuff. You might find things. Ooh, does he have an X rally? Is there any more rallies going on? I don't really know what you do over there. So, but yeah, what we all saying. Yes, I dyed my hair, people, if you noticed. A bit dark, because my hair is normally dark brown and it was lighter, and I didn't like it. And I've still got the greys here because I'm going to grow a melon streak, and whatever it's called, where you have dark hair and a grey piecing, because I just thought I'd be a bit different. And I'm going out, so I needed to sort my hair out. But yes, it is darker. I am a brunette, a dark brunette, but it had lightened up and I didn't like it. So, yes. Oh, and apparently, does anybody know what also is happening on Friday, apparently? What we're going to see in the sky? Thank you. What we're going to see in the sky. And this might have a sign, you know, after this day, you know, the light will be shone. It's supposed to be, apparently, yes, the blood moon. Now, if we didn't know this, this might have been a sacrificial day for them, but for them, other people, but I do believe Friday is going to be the sacrificial, I can't even say it, for them. Blood moon, boom, big things are happening, people getting caught, you know. But won't it be amazing that if this blood moon, we see it around the world, we can all look up, this is just me being soft, we can all look up at the blood moon if we're awake, and we can all, yeah, it might have been, but it's not going to be anymore. We can all look up and think, you know, of everybody, you know, that we've all been listening to and talking to, and making the world better again, and just think of everybody. Because it's not going to be a Satan holiday for that day anymore, because, yes, because we've got to beam the positivity, beam it up there, beam the love energy out, because it ain't going to be, if it was, if that's what it was known as, Satan's, I don't know, day, whatever, it isn't anymore, because we know the truth. And we know people are going down, and there's big booms coming in, and Hollywood are not liking it. So, yeah, not anymore. It used to be, but it ain't going to be anymore. So, I don't know. Quite looking forward to the eclipse. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. Moon means deception. Deception will be eclipsed. Exactly. I've heard about all that stuff before, so is something going to happen when it's eclipsed? Is the moon actually real? I know someone was saying, just to think outside the box, the dark side of the moon. Is there a data station on the other side collecting people's data? I don't know. Are we going to, I don't know. It's just exciting times. Yep, the Death Star, exactly. They put Star Wars out the film there. They put it out in film, so you never know. I was a Star Wars fan. I loved Star Wars. And also, before I go, and the Mandela effect and all that, I just think that was a weird one as well, reality. And I loved E.T. before I go, E.T. Phone Home. I cry at it every time it's on. It's normally on in the UK every Christmas, and I cry every single time. But he did say, what did he say when he pointed out the window with his red finger? Someone please tell me and let me think that I wasn't going bonkers. Thank you, James. What did E.T. in the E.T. film, what did he say? Thank you. I think it was E.T. Phone Home. Do you know what he says now when you go and Google it? Go and watch it. He says, and I went, no. No, 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 no. He said, E.T. Home Phone. I said, no, he didn't. He said, E.T. Phone Home. I went to watch that as a kid. It's one of my favourite stories, one of my favourite films, makes me cry every time I see it, and it's on every Christmas in the UK. And he said, Phone Home. Phone Home, but oh no, you go and Google people that clip. Get ready. The Mandela effect. He says, home phone. No, he didn't. The Mandela effect is real. They have manipulated our memories. Yep, that's what they're saying. Reality, what we thought it was, is now changed. Here's another one for you. I haven't had braces, no. Here's another one for you. Bride, yes. Rochelle, I was going to mention that actually. Rochelle Sparrow book, the red book cover. If you Google Rochelle Sparrow, JFK is Alive, the book with the red book cover, Red Sparrow, you go and read the snippet about JFK, what he's saying. It's all there. It all adds up to different things. But does anyone remember? I'm not going to say it 'cause it's going to give it away, right? There was a woman, was she called Caroline? I can't remember. And Mr. Big. And they lived in New York City. And they had some friends called Miranda. And I can't remember who else. What was that series called? A few years back. What was the series called? Sex. Something City. What was the series called? Right, thank you. Watch this. Wait a minute. Right, here's the biggest proof out there. I told my mum about this because my mum loved it, right? My mum loved it. She had the box set. She gave it to me. We've had this for about 10 years or so. I don't know how long we've had it. And I said, I remember it as Sex in the City. Apparently, you go and check it out now on Google. It says Sex and the City. No, it didn't. I remember it being Sex in the City. Are you ready for this? So we get the box set out going, oh, well, we'll check it because, it'll say it on it. Because it was. And my mum said, oh, yeah, it was Sex in the City because she loved it more than me. She used to watch it all the time. Are you ready for this? I know it's back to front. Sex and the City, people. So no, it wasn't Sex in the City. It was Sex in the City, and now it's Sex and the City. Go and Google it. It doesn't appear anymore. I didn't watch it that much. My mum loved it. She still loves it now. But I remember it being Sex in the City because I went to watch the film. But if you go, I know there's two, but if you go back to the first one, it has changed, people. You go and Google E.T. where he points up with his red finger in the room, Elliot's room, and says, E.T. phone home. He says, E.T. home phone. So there are weird things going on. The reality, that's what they've been doing with reality. Yes, Sex in the City, exactly. Don't Go and Google it, people. You'll be amazed. If you didn't know about the Mandela effect, go and watch people's videos on it. It's amazeballs. They've been messing. We remember a reality of different things. There's loads of different ones out there, but I was just like, oh my God. Like how, and this box was from years ago. Let's see if it has a date on it. But that's what it says. Star Wars, yeah, there's the Star Wars one with, you know what it says, and I love Star Wars, Luke, I am your father. Well, apparently, he doesn't say it. He says, I don't even think he says Luke. Or does he not say I'm your father? What does he say? I don't care what anyone says, but Darth Vader did say Luke, I am your father. He did say Luke, I am your father, because I was a massive, massive Star Wars fan. Not the new ones, the old ones. And he said, because my ex was called Luke as well, and I used to laugh about it, saying, you know, Luke. He said, Luke, I am your father. Now, he doesn't say it. And if you don't know that, go and Google it. He doesn't say it anymore. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, he did. Because we all used to say that. We all used to laugh. I remember going to the pictures, watching the cinema, watching some of the new ones. And my ex at the time was called Luke. And I remember just laughing, thinking he's called Luke Skywalker. And I remember Darth Vader saying, you know, in the old ones, Luke, you are my father. But apparently, no. You want to go and watch the reactions of people when they find out they're not saying what they used to say. The car Kennedy sat in has also changed. Yeah, it's just bonkers. So this is what I mean by reality and weird things going on. So, you know, go and check it out, guys. It's fun, and there's loads of videos out there talking about Mandela effects and you know, how things have changed. And then when you go and check it out on Google, you're like, oh my God. And people are saying, no, you just remember it like that. How can a lot of people all around the world remember the same thing? I'm sorry. If you watch something over and over again, you know it. You know, like when you sing a song, you know the words. So don't tell me he didn't say, Luke, I am your father, because he did say it. And E.T. did say phone home, and it was Sex in the City. And there's many more. I think there's Forrest Gump. Yes, you better get running, Tom Hanks. Life is like a box of chocolates. I think that one's changed. There's loads, but I'm gonna have to go. It's been fun, and hopefully I might come on for a chit chat tonight. Maybe just a chit chat. You know, I'm gonna leave it for a few days while I'm away, and hopefully, yeah, there's flat Earth and all that. You know, I just believe anything. You know, we just need to be told the truth. You know, I might come for chit chat tonight because I'm gonna have a couple of days off anyway and recharge my batteries, because when all this plop hits the fan, you know, we're all going to be talking about it everywhere and it's getting excited. So bye everybody, new people and people who've been on here for a bit. I shall see you soon. I'm going to start reading. I might come on and read some nice comments tonight, because obviously if there isn't nice comments, I'm not going to read them out, but I've had some great comments and information off people and it's brilliant. So yes, so I'll see you soon, everybody. Have a nice morning, night, afternoon, whatever, wherever you are. And I can't believe you're I can believe you're from all over the world, but it's been brilliant. And my dad's on there, and I'll be talking to you probably after, because me and my dad are always chatting about everything. Yeah, my dad says truth can be stranger than fiction. It sure is. I can't. I've got to tidy up because I've been spending days not cleaning because I've been talking and researching, and I've got a little one to go and pick up on a school run soon. So see you later, everybody. And where we go one, we go all. Bye.